Back here in Nashville, second half of this women's game, Central Regional Tournament. The Texas Heat, the white jumpers with the aqua sash. They're heading from right to left towards the camera. They trail 10-1 against the Midwest All-Stars in red. Bagley tried to bounce and drop the footy, but she picked it up with a one-handed drop, kicks for goal, and Aubrey Bagley bags her first goal of the day and the first for the Texas Heat. That takes them on to 1-1-7, back to a 3-point game. The All-Stars 1-4-10. Great job by the Heat and by Bagley. That was pretty much a one-person goal. A very good individual effort, and especially since she went to touch the ball to the ground, she did it with one hand, which probably not the greatest of ideas for those of you who are not familiar with the game, but in any event, that closes it back to within 3 points. Although the scoreboard over there is showing 4-point difference, so that might be it. It might actually be 10-6. We'll check that in just a moment. Handball back out into the middle. Moore went behind, soccered off the ground there by Desch. And then handball back into the middle and going to ground. And a free kick, and it'll come the way of Texas Heat. The Heat have the win as Bagley comes out to her left and through the hands there and then soccered into the middle of the ground by Kate Smith. And then a handball back, and then this is Bagley. Throws that one on to the right as she was taken down. And then running on nicely, this is Ryan. Ryan kicks for goal, and all by herself, and kicking the goal is Felicity Harrison. And all of a sudden, the Heat have struck twice. And we just get confirmation of the score now. So it's 2 straight 12 to 1-4-10, and the Heat have hit the front. What a great passage of play as Bagley, and they just went completely up the side there as Wells, and went in to find as Wells and Winters as they found Felicity Harrison, who had enough room to sell used cars and maybe some breakfast. So 2 points the difference. The Heat now in front. Slap backwards. Wells in there on the ruck against Maisie. But it's the All-Stars who have the footy for now. Picked up, handballed into the middle. Again looking for Maisie. Bronwyn Smith knocked down. That was a throw, and yes, it was called as Kate Smith got it out of there, but she just chucked the ball forward. And Smith playing her first game of competitive footy, but did well to help create that goal.
Hi, Brian. I didn't throw it. We throw an off you.
So, and it looks like we've got blood rule, I think. But in any event, that'll be a free kick. It will go to Bronwyn Smith. Another Western Australia native, played for the Western Australia Beach handball team. Kicked that one on the way. It's a wounded duck. It comes in short. It skips by. Roughhead is there. Kept in play. Ballinger is there trying to keep it in play as well. And the umpire, Lori Roop, calls for a ball up right in front as the All-Stars trying to climb back in front. They trail by 2 points. Ball goes up in the air, swatted forward by Winters. She goes down to try and stay with the footy, handballs it out, kick for goal, and it is through for behind, it looks like. In fact, it is. It went through just off to the side by Desch, who is up and about here. 5th behind of the afternoon for the All-Stars. It's back to a 1-point game. 1-5-11 for the All-Stars. 2-1-13, 2 straight 12 for the Heat. Turned out to be a pretty exciting game. Still plenty of time left. Picked up by Wells, dropped, and then that is Maisie, and then held on to by Smith, who has inserted herself in the game a lot. And we'll have a ball up. It will be Wells against Roughhead. And Wells is the battle of two Aussies, wins that one. Roughhead tries to go down against Pulliam, who pulled her to the ground, and I believe that's going to get called as a sling tackle. And Pulliam is down. I don't think that was intentional. I think she just kind of got caught. And I think they are calling for a substitution. Yeah. She went down, Pulliam went down pretty awkwardly. And she is coming off the ground. Sarah Pulliam, original member of the Texas Heat via Houston. We'll have a ball up. And I think it was a ball. Actually, it might be a free kick. And in fact, that's what it is. So, ball up. As Roughhead against Wells. Wells tries to knock it, drops in front of Maisie. Moore spins around. That was a throw, absolutely. It'll be a free kick, and it will go the way of Texas and Julia Wells. So Wells playing in her half-back pocket. Heat lead 12-11. Kicks that one to her left, looking for Smith, who takes the mark just in the field of play. And now they're trying to help her out. Smith goes into the middle of the ground, drops in front. It handcuffed Fain, Maggie Fain. It goes to ground. Heat-seeking missiles there. Ronconcio was there for the All-Stars. And then so is Moore. Kicking it up is Bagley. Bagley gets through one. Check side, but it went to the other side. I think she wanted to put it off the inside of her boot. And there is Maisie, who's able to get it away. Through the middle, looking for Wells. Slings that one on there was Desch. And that one goes through. Here they move on. Desch bashes it forward. And then over to get it. And out of bounds is giving chase was Ballinger against Candace Webster, one of the two Chattanooga women. And we'll have a boundary throw it. The All-Stars down by a point in attack. Ball goes to ground as they try to get it out. Picked up, there's Bagley. Bagley spun around by Maisie, got it away. Handballed it into the middle. Picked off there by Ronconcio. Into the middle, batted free. It comes to Winters. Or check that was Ryan, marked by Smith. So Kate Smith has been around the footy a lot. She's going to get leather poisoning at this rate. She'll go back, throws that one onto the right. One-on-one contest. Bronwyn Smith was always going to win that footy. Throws that one onto the left, out to the far side, picked up by Moore. Moore will go backwards, picked off by Rebar. So Rebar throws that one on, not the greatest of drops. It bounces in front. Going after it is Nollenberger, Beth Nollenberger, who's been around forever. Former member of the Orange County Bombshells. That's how far back she goes back. It's picked up by Bagley, who went to Wells. Back to Bagley. Bagley into an open goal. Score! Second for Aubrey Bagley, and that's their third of the game. 3 straight 18 for the Texas Heat. It's a 7-point lead, 15-11. And Bagley notches another one. And looking at it, that actually might be all 3 for Aubrey Bagley. Well, Aubrey Bagley, we said it even last year, she showed glimpses of greatness. As we said, came very close to taking out Best and Fairest in Division II in the women's game. Still plenty of time, but it's all Heat as they move that one forward. Wells overruns it. Maisie picked off by Rebar. Rebar tried to change hands, just got it to her foot, however. Got it away from Roughhead. Picks up long handball in there from Teroy. Goes in the middle of the ground. Over to get it is Wells, who kept it in play. Ball goes to ground. Again, Roughhead. That one looked like a throw. It wasn't. Ben is in there, handballs it back. into the middle. I don't know what that was, but Smith got away with it. Going after it again is Fenn. Out to the far side. Rebar onto the left. Rebar! Haley Rebar! And she is shaken up afterwards, but Haley Rebar has kicked the goal off her left foot. Oh my goodness gracious me, and she's gonna, I'll tell you what, that kick had to have hurt, but Rebar extends the lead for Texas. That takes them on to 4 straight 24. My goodness, Haley Rebar, and as we said earlier, they were very, just talking to some of the Texas Heat ladies, they are really, really high on that young lady. Rugby player, as we said, she was a starter college softball player at Texas A&M, and she has been all over the football, and she kicks a goal. Hopefully she's okay. She may have just gotten a little winded. It is hot out here, and the Heat are pushing forward, and that is a throw, and it will be a free kick. It will go the way of, I believe that's Maggie Fenn. On the mark there is Longshank, number 19. That one is kicked in over the head of Beatty, who has to now go back, but Death was only going in there. Out to the far side, it squirts out. Oh, good job by Rice. And that one is kicked right at Fenn. It comes back through. Wells was shoved in the back. Over to get it is Roughhead. Handballs it over. Picked off a blade of grass by Moore. Throws that one onto the right. And nice mark taken by Ballinger. Or check that. That was, I think that might even be Ryan in the back line. So still, or... No, it is Winters. Felicity Harrison, by the way, had the other goal, so that's who has the 4 goal kickers. So out the far side now, just kept in play, and is that holding the ball? Yes, it is. And Carson Moore got it. She'll get the free kick. But now they got to move forward here as they trail 24-11. So Carson Moore kicks that one in, marked by Wells. By Winters, rather. And Crystal Winters throws that one onto the left, but it's intercepted. And it's picked off. Not sure who that is because they don't have a number. In and out of the hands. Dropped by Ballinger. Ballinger is taken down. No call. Picked up there and thrown back by Sparling. That was Sparling who was in the back. And that one is through, and it's through 4 behind. First score in a while for the All-Stars. It's back to a 2-goal game. 1-6-12 for the All-Stars. 4 straight 24 for the Texas Heat. As Ballinger out to the left side, just got it away. Trying to get it there was Ryan, or Winters rather. Goes out the far side, long handball for Kate Smith. Smith throws that one onto the right. It's going to drop in front ahead of everybody. Going over to get it is Ronconcio. Ronconcio throws that one onto the right out of the back. And that one will drop in front. Over to get it. Now they'll send that one back. Going up for the mark and not taking that one was Fenn. Handballs it in, looking for Beatty. Good job to keep that. That's Smith. Throws that one on the right into the pocket. Finds the field of play and... no points for hitting the cameraman, unfortunately.
Throw-in, right?
And it'll be a boundary throw-in right in front of Doran James and yours truly. It will come about 2 meters around from the Texas Heat target. They've been peppering it into the middle. Ryan's got to get rid of it. It's going to be holding the ball. When the ball goes in the air, you got to get rid of it on a boundary throw-in like that. So, and they're explaining.
You're allowed to grab it. If you grab it, that's your
and you can probably hear Steve Arnott explaining on a boundary throw-in. If you catch the ball, you have to get rid of it immediately, and that is it. Full time, and the Texas Heat are winners in the opener here in the Central Regional Women's Division. As the final score, it's the Texas Heat 4 goals straight 24 the Nashville Kangaroos, the Midwest All-Stars, 1-6-12. Goal scorers in the game for the Heat, 2 for Bagley, 1 for Harrison, and 1 for Rebar. And Rice got the lone singleton for the All-Stars team, who played very well today. Carson Moore was all over the place, as was Emily Rice. That'll do it for this edition. Remember, you can check us out on the web, usafl.com, facebook.com/usafl, Twitter and Instagram at usafl1997. For everyone here in Nashville, we'll see you for another game of the Central Regional Championships. Until then, from Nashville, this is Brian Barrish saying goodbye for now.